Good Monday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Oh, Monday morning. Wow, another week. Time, everybody, time. Hey, good Monday morning there to all those that watch my channel. Appreciate all the comments and support. Thank you very much. Another 4th of July weekend checked off for you and I in our lifetime. How many 4th of Julys do you see? 80, 90? Yikes, right? And here we go across the lot. You have the lot, the shrinking lot. And the wife's already gone to work. And get the Monday going for yet another week here upon us. And yeah, the rains, I got motivated actually after I got in yesterday. And I did cut the grass because I got to thinking to myself, man, if the rains come in today, man, that grass was so freaking high. It's incredible. It's incredible how this grass is just growing like wildfire. It's just truly incredible. And as you can see, it's overcast. So we're supposed to have rain today. And it's humid. So it's a typical midsummer. Is it midsummer? The July, August typical area up here. But until you go to Florida, you have to go live in Florida for a while. You should really go live in Florida for a while. Because once you live in Florida for a while, this ain't no heat. This ain't nothing. This is nothing compared to what happens out in Florida. I don't think that person gets how hot and humid. It's the humidity that just soaks you. It's a sauna. So until you go down there, then you would come back here and go, this really isn't that hot. So, I've been down in Florida many summers. It's incredible how this would be the first summer for me now since 2017, probably 16, 15 as well, that I really haven't been down there. Wow, close to 10 years of just never any going to Florida, or over that, and spending the summers down there. Let me get in the house here without showing you the code. Just see the doggies and see who's behaving, who's not behaving. But, they get in late at night, so they're not like they're prisoners, the dog prisoners. All right, let me get in here. And they're out. There's my neighbor way up the street. That was probably a 3-minute difference of the chaos. And it's just weird. We live in a weird world, people. We really do. I think it's incredible, the wealth among us, the wealth of families, and I guess in so many ways, we're back to just the way it used to be in the early days of families, where everybody lived together. I guarantee you, everybody on my channel can name, including yourself, your family all still lives together. Meaning, if you're a mother and father, you still have your son and daughter living with you at home, even though they're in their 20s and 30s. And there's a lot of families that want that. I mean, my family, I know for a fact, cousins and uncles, have bought big pieces of property to build 3-4 houses so they have their own little community. I mean, that's a big thing if you got the money. So, all right, here we go. After the riding day, so Brian texted me earlier this morning. He partied so hard all weekend long. Really, the story is he drove back. He didn't want to be in the Ocean City traffic. I've been there. I've done it. So they elected to drive back home, like at 2 in the morning. He just got home. He's exhausted. So he's saying, I can't come to work today. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. We'll make it work. Come on, Ginger. Get up here, Ginger baby. So he's not coming in today. So he got a nice 4-day, now 5-day, 4-day weekend, basically. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, now Monday. But he's recuperating. Come here. Go on. Okay, all you guys up there? I have no idea. Where's Scout? Or Ginger? I have no idea. We'll find out here in a second, as I already filled up the food bowls. So you don't have to deal with watching me fill up the food bowls. So now I have to close the barn door because that neighbor will circle back around and walk back down the street. And somehow, one of these dogs will see that guy, even though all these cars and trucks are blocking the view. But somehow, some way, the dogs will know that guy's up on the street, and that turns into me chasing the dogs. So we're going to close up the doors so that I don't have to deal with that. And the timing of that guy is incredible. It's incredible how I time myself to make videos, and that guy is out walking his dog at the same time. But what? Such is life, right? Such is life. As we are here on a Monday morning, what do we do to talk about the conversations on Ice Age TV? What do we do? What do we talk about, right? What's going to be the theme today? If you watch my video of a lot of Honda Goldwing riding time, some people really are critical of how I make all the videos, and I get it. I know Brett's out there calling me out big time, and I get it. I understand the concern, but what really kind of though cracks me up, I guess you'd call me the one-handed bandit. Is that the new, do I start a new trend of the one-handed bandit of how you make content off your motorcycle? Do I create the new, trend that you're Mr. or Mrs. Badass? If you can do what I can do and possibly die while you're doing it, go up there. And I don't disagree, but at the same time, there's a lot of variables that play into what I got going on. Number one is when you drive this bike, this is truly a one-handed riding motorcycle. Sincerely, if you really know how to ride a motorcycle, you can ride this motorcycle with one hand because your right hand is throttle and the brake. And the brake interconnects all the braking. So if you're just one hand on that throttle and brake and you have to lock it down, the bike locks down without one brake. And the rear brake too. So what I find interesting though on those comments, and not to challenge them, I'm not here by any means to come across as I'm Mr. Badass motorcyclist that can do the crazy things. But what intrigues me is, for all the GoPro guys, for all the guys who have the gear strapped on their head, it's beyond believable of what you witness on social media of these people doing 100, 200 mile an hour stints down the highways, showing off with their GoPro attached to their helmet or the tail on the back of the bike as they're going at excessive speeds, driving like the devil, the driving like the kiss of death. It blows me away of how many videos, even blows me away that social media even lets that go on. Because it's such an influence to a youngster to go buy a GoPro camera, strap it onto their helmet, and if they're not doing a wheelie going down the road, or going at hyper speeds, what's the enjoyment of watching a guy ride a motorcycle? So, for the record, I can about guarantee you there are a gazillion deaths on motorcycles that people went out and bought these. In some ways, they should be outlawed. In some ways, fasten these devices to your body in your motorcycle. There should be an age group restriction because the kids go out and they do stupid stuff. Yes. Yeah, so where's that conversation? I get it. But for the record, for the bandit man, I have to even be that much more cognizant of what's going on around me. And for the record, I just about died in Tennessee. On that Harley-Davidson ST motorcycle, being the one-handed bandit. But I was more cognizant to my environment because of that situation. So the person that just straps the GoPro, are they even more in tune with the what if? Or that's what I have to be, is always on the what if, the what if, the what if, the what if. A constant. It drains you. That takes so much. But does it make the difference in my channel being big? It does not. It does not. It doesn't do anything for my channel. My channel has not exploded. If you look at my channel, really here in the last month, I have done tons of motorcycle riding, motorcycle talking, and has my channel? Nope. And it's just same old crap, same old day. Well, if you do this, Mr. Iceman, this is, well, you don't have a successful channel, so you don't know what you're talking about. So, whatever. Show me your successful channel of how what you do, but you're not going to share that information. Why would you? Because then I'll steal your success for myself. That's how mankind operates. I don't want to give you the insight on how to make your channel more successful. Then you take away from my channel. That's how mankind is. So anyways, so back to the whole point. The person with the GoPro, in my book, in my world, is more dangerous to themselves than what I'm doing. I mean, I'm sorry. You know, and the GoPro, that stuff sucks. Like, the video sucks. There's no way you can tell me you're getting the content that I give you through what I do. I mean, once again, when this is here, let's just strap this on here, and now, for me now to be able to go that way, I'm planted, right? Now I got to do this. So this is now what I'm doing, everybody, to video. How am I looking down the road? How am I versus this is what I do? I mean, so, versus this, if you take this here, if I can't really get the angle, but I shoot this out, I can still be looking down the road. Yeah, I get the 360 camera. I get all that. So anyways, who knows? I don't deny that, yeah, there's the potential of, of course there is. But every time you get on a motorcycle, for the record, every time you get on a motorcycle, the potential not to come home is real. It's real. It's possible. So when you get on a motorcycle, yes, are you defying your own well-being? You are. All it takes is a deer to jump out in front of you going down the back roads. It's over, man. Are you paralyzed? Are you dead? Are you crippled? It's infinite. It's infinite what can play out. I mean, the same thing can happen in a car, but not as radical, usually. So anyways, just addressing that conversation, once again, I say the youngsters of this country should be banned from having cameras allowed on their motorcycles. I mean, I am so sick of social media, of all these derelict kids that go down the road and do this stupid shit. I mean, I really am. My nephew in my book died for that reason. My nephew used to brag that died down in Florida about roll racing, going through intersections, derelict riding. He used to brag about that stuff. Yeah. How'd that all play out, right? I don't think he had a GoPro. He couldn't afford one. That's the reality of that. He didn't know how to use the damn thing. Yeah, there's a lot more to that story of that young man, sadly, of how his life challenges he had. So the motorcycle riding, once again, as I say on my channel, wow, all the energy, all the time, all the work, and yeah, but whatever. But that's the point that I was really wanting to get to this morning is, I think there's three types of motorcycle people. I think there's three types. I think you're in a category. One, I think the number one category is you want a motorcycle because you want to ride a motorcycle. And it doesn't matter whether you ride your motorcycle by yourself or with groups. Number two, I think people buy a motorcycle because their friends have a motorcycle. So they want to be part of the gang. They want to be part of the clique or whatever you want to call it. And so they buy a motorcycle really more because their friend has a motorcycle. And they want to do the friendship motorcycle riding. Then you have number three. I think it's a person that's just caught up that they want to just have a motorcycle just to say they have a motorcycle. And there it is. Are they really a motorcycle enthusiast? No. I mean, I've been blown away about how much motorcycle riding I've done. And there's no motorcyclists out there. If you watch my video channel, for the most part, everybody's motorcycles do what mine do. They just sit in the garage. People don't ride motorcycles. People buy motorcycles, but I can guarantee, in this area here, I can guarantee the stories of the 300-mile, 100-mile, 500-mile motorcycle that come up for sale are infinite. Yes. And then most people, it's just chump change at the end of the day. They don't even sell their motorcycle. It just sits there and collects dust, and they don't really care. It's like buying a bicycle, basically. I mean, For people around here making a lot of money they make, you buy a $10,000 motorcycle, whip-de-doo-dah. That's like buying a bicycle. So it just goes and sits in the corner. So once again, I bought a motorcycle because I want to ride a motorcycle. It has nothing to do with I have to ride with somebody. It really doesn't. So for me, I know people watch my channel, and like Chris got me motivated Friday to get excited about going to ride a motorcycle. Then he canceled. Yeah, but whatever. At the end of the day, I had more fun by myself. And then Sunday, same thing. Chris got me motivated Saturday evening to go ride a motorcycle, but I reached out to Roland just to reach out to Roland because he's a really fun guy to hang out with. He's a great motorcycle enthusiast, and he has a lot of information. And so, anyways, but then Chris didn't show, but it was like, yeah, who cares? I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Who cares? I just wanted to ride my motorcycle. And that's the thing. Once again, I'm the number one category. I just want to ride my motorcycle. Number two category is they want to hang out with their buddies to go drive to a destination just to go hang out and talk with their buddies. They have to be going to some event or got to be hanging out with their buddies. So it's just more about the group motorcycle. And you know what? The reality is the group motorcycle riding in so many ways is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous. I mean, to me, it's more dangerous. It's more dangerous. There's too much going on around you. You don't know what level rider is right. I have nothing to do with group riding. I mean, Chris has asked me numerous times. I'm like, I want nothing to do with it. I've done them. I've witnessed people crashing on these group rides, and then you're stuck at putting down the road, and you're having to have a lead man, a follow man, blah, 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 blah. Forget it. It's the worst. I want nothing to do with it. I've had people on my channel, hey, you should come down and hang out with us. You know, it's 4 hours away to go do these group rides. No way. I want nothing to do with it. No, thank you. Nope. No interest. I have anybody on my channel, hey, we're getting a big thing going, a rally going. Like, I don't want anything to do with it, man. You guys go have fun. I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with it. Go have fun. Go have fun in your little motorcycle party. I want nothing to do with it. So anybody out there, don't take it the wrong way, but I'm not interested. I'm just not into that stuff, everybody. I just don't get off on riding in groups of motorcycles to go to a destination to hang out half the day and do nothing besides sit around and yak and drink and eat. I just don't want to do it. Yesterday, it was classic because I can ride all day without eating. I mean, it's funny. As you get older in life, you're just programmed. As you get older in life, it's so bad. You are programmed just to eat all day long. You grew up eating all day long. So it cracks me up as you get older. You don't do the physical activity, anything close. But your brain has a little thing in there going, I'm hungry. Your body's not hungry. You're not. And so yesterday I do it. I told Roland's like, hey, we're about 2 hours in the ride. Hey, let's go get something to eat. I'm like, I'm not even hungry. But if you want to go stop, we will. But I really don't want to have lunch. But to appease Roland, I'm like, that's fine. We'll go get lunch. Now for me, I ate half my sandwich. And that still was too much food. The whole point is, the whole motorcycle thing, it's all revolves around, let's go somewhere to get something to eat. Yeah, I know, I'm different, everybody. Yeah, can you tell? So to me, it's like, but once again, unfortunately for the people I know around me, even myself, you're so programmed just to eat. Eat. Yeah. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? Look at me. I'm trying to lose weight. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy to lose weight. As you get older, it's very, very challenging. It's much more challenging when you're older. But I'm definitely trying to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to get rid of this dumbass big gut that I have in my body. I hate it. Does it take time? But it takes also discipline of what you eat, what you drink. And you got to be more active. So I get all that. So the big motorcycle weekend, had a good time. The Gold Wing, for the record, the Gold Wing ruins it for the other motorcycles. The BMW, I get it. Maybe a BMW person. And this is what's interesting. Roland yesterday was talking about the difference of personalities that you have in the motorcycle community. So he and his brother and family and friends went down to the Tennessee area, Knoxville, Tennessee area, and they went to the Grom event. Apparently there's like a Grom cult following, so they went down there and they rode Groms. They were riding Groms for a few days, and his brother has some customized earlier generation Groms, but then his brother now apparently has a K1600 BMW. So they spent some days with the whole Honda Grom community, which you had unique individuals there. He showed me pictures. I'm like, I don't think that's a girl right there. He showed me a picture of this one person. I'm like, Roland, that's not a girl. I'm like, that's not a girl. He's like, no. He said, they're dressed up, but it's not, Roland. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, yeah. So anyways, so he's talking about those unique individuals. More or less, it's the redneck country. It's probably more the guy looks like me, right? We're all us so-called, the liberal-minded person says you're the MAGA, dumbass, redneck, uneducated guy. That's kind of the laughing. That's the laughing point from the other side of the equation. So then they went to the BMW event. And he's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, let me guess. So I said, let me guess. I said, wait a second. Don't even tell me anything about the BMW event. But I can about guarantee you, every BMW bike that showed up and the people showed up were accessorized and geared up like you couldn't believe. He's like, bingo, you nailed it. I'm like, yes, that's a whole different intellect. The BMW community, they're all about the gadgets. They're all about the safety. They're all about the gear. He's like, it's insane. Every one of them was just geared up like you can't believe. I'm like, right, it's a BMW intellect. It's a whole different level of who these individuals are that love their BMWs. And so, and he said, yeah, there's like one bike there, the GS, like, yeah, the Adventure 1300. He's like, yeah. He's like, that thing had all these bags on it, side bags, top bag, gas tank bag, bars. I'm like, yeah, right, yeah, every gadget on there. And the thing's like it's like a freaking tank. I'll never forget going riding on a Motorcycles of Dulles group ride years ago when I was on my Indian Challenger. And we go down all the back roads, and it's lead man, and I stayed back with my friend as we were the followers. And sure enough, here we go. So now the road is shut down, and it's a detour over the mountain on a dirt road. Yeah, and it's classic because here we go. So the guy on the Harley, he wipes out. He's like on a Sportster. He's wiped out. He's down the ground, dented his gas tank. That wasn't that hard. But here's a guy, older gentleman, on a BMW adventure bike. He's going along, and it's like, bing, just falls right over. He's just fighting the gravel, and bing. And now it's a major project to pick this bike back up. And then there's another guy that, that crashes. So we finally get over the mountain on that one. And then, sure enough, now we're up the road. This is like 10 or 20 miles up the road on the back roads. And we're going down a main road. And we're making a left-hand turn onto another main road. And sure enough, here comes this guy that's an older gentleman on his basically like a breakout. But it was a BMW or Triumph or something. And sure enough, he goes through that turn to make off the main road too fast. He's now off the road in the field. Yeah. It's like, and so we're stopped again. And I mean, I'm just like, oh my God, we've spent half this trip picking people up off the ground that ride motorcycles. I'm like, give me a freaking break. I'm like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Eventually, I broke off. I'm like, hey, everybody, I'm out. I'm done. I'm gone. And the follow guy, he's like, yeah, I get it. I'm like, I just don't want to do this anymore. This is the worst. You put down the road behind these people that don't want to ride motorcycles, and you got to pick them up off the road. So I'm done. I'm out. So from that point on, I'm like, nope, never again. No. Hey, group, no. Nope, stay away from me. Get away from me. I don't want you near me. So anyways, kind of just trying to keep the video and the channel going. And that's kind of the theme of the channel today. It's the motorcycle talk and the Honda Gold Wing once again. In my book, it wins. Other people are BMW people, and that's fine. BMW motorcycle is a fantastic bike. There's other motorcycles out there. I don't disagree. But for me, I'm the Honda guy. I like the Honda brand. I have the Honda relationship. What's really weird is yesterday, the check engine light came on this motorcycle, and I was like, yeah, who cares? I just rode it. Because I just thought, well, Roland I can always just ride the back of his motorcycle. This thing dies down the road, whatever. And so, but then throughout the day, we went to lunch, and we hung out there at lunchtime, and I came back out, the engine light went away. So I really thought it was a fluke. But I rode this thing pretty hard coming back in. So on Friday, I really did ride this thing pretty damn hard coming back in. So as far as like, you know, what did I do to create that there? So anyways, everybody, that's it. Because this turns into about a 30-minute video because I walked out from the shop over to the house. And there's always the political side to talk about my channel. And yeah, we'll talk about that another day. We'll leave it at that. I think I've got good content this morning talking about the motorcycles and what's going to happen next. And for the moment, the Goldwing is the king. How does it say? The Goldwing's the king. I really want to get out the Fireblade, the City Bike, and the CBR just to ride them, just to get some miles on them, and just to ride them, just to get nothing long. There's no way you last. There's no way. My body, you know, you cramp up. It's not comfortable. It's just more of a, hey, look at me, got a pretty badass bike. There ain't no video time on that. There's no way. There's no way. It doesn't have cruise control, first of all. In the way you're positioned on it, there's no way. You know, that's the thing. When I have cruise control, I don't think this has cruise control. I would be amazed if it did. Does it? I don't even know, everybody. It may. I don't know. I don't think so. So, this does, I think, or does it? I can't remember. I don't think this one does either. I just can't see right there. So I don't think so. So you can't. That's about impossible. Yeah, that's dangerous. There's no way. There's no way. The One-Handed Bandit. Do I rename myself the One-Handed Bandit from the Iceman? But yeah, there's no way. You can't. You just can't. Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy if you think you're going to do what I do with no cruise control. You have to have cruise control. And that's what these bikes have that enable me for my craziness, for you to see me riding in real time. And, you know, I don't really watch my videos per se because I do it all day long. But it's neat when I kind of watch them. You kind of feel like you're right there steering the motorcycle. I think you are. I feel like you're like, wow. You kind of feel like you're right there and you're part of what's going on. And sometimes, even me, it's like, wow, that's kind of freaky. That was a little scary, going around this or that. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to shut up. So, thanks for all the participation. What's next? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't. Need to get these bikes inspected, but for what? What a pain in the ass. At the end of the day, the limited time I'm on exposure, see, if I just keep this like this, see, look. If I just put that down, then look. Yeah, so for the pain in the ass to drive to the dealership, sit around, get a stupid ass sticker put in the damn thing. For what? Cop pulls me over, like, okay, what's the fine? Probably $100 fine. All right, here's $100. Here's $100 for the donation to the police force. How about that? Including all my taxes. All right, that's it. God bless. Have a great day.